Welcome to Improve Your English Writing, video number 7. This video is going to cover the second portion of the 3-step writing process, which is the first draft, and we'll cover some general comments and some writing tips. If you'd like to get alerts for this video series, please click subscribe. If you like the video or found it useful or think others will find it useful, please click subscribe and check out links to books and videos in the description. So the first draft. The first draft is your initial and imperfect expression of the outline with paragraphs and sentences. So in a previous video I covered outline if you want to get more information about that. But basically you are turning your outline into sentences, and these sentences are not going to be perfect. In fact, no author yet has produced a perfect first draft. So you are not going to produce a perfect first draft. I won't even try it. And therefore, you want to get it right. I mean, don't get it right, get it written. So a lot of people try to get it, they spend endless time getting it right by rewriting the first draft or portions of the first draft, and they just keep rewriting portions. They write a portion and they just keep working on it. Nope, you don't want to do that. You don't want to get it right. You want to get it written. You want to get it all down. You want to write the entire first draft. Because after you write the first draft, you're going to go back and correct those awkward and error-filled sentences during the editing phase. So don't do the editing while you're doing your first draft. You do it after you do your first draft. So here are some writing tips for the first draft. So very important, that's why I put it in red. Remove distractions. Turn off your cell phone, close the internet browser, close the door on the room you're writing in, maybe go to the library, get away somewhere else where you're not going to be distracted while writing. Very important. And start anywhere. You can start anywhere. You don't necessarily have to begin with the introduction. Well, why don't you start with writing the portions you know best or can write easily? Most people are probably completely unaware that I actually write the introduction, or in my books, I actually write the introduction last, or most of the time. So usually I write the book, the introduction sort of goes through the book, and I always say, well, you really don't know what's fully in the book until you write it. I mean, I use the table contents as an outline, but I'm changing and tweaking stuff as I go through it, so I figured I should just write the introduction after I've written the book. So I actually write the introduction last. So what you read first is what I've actually written last. So, but you can start anywhere. Just start with an area. If you don't, you can start with the introduction. But if you don't want to write it first, just write with somewhere where you know best or can write easily. So start anywhere you want to. Write freely while you're following the outline. Write what comes to mind, and be receptive to writing new, or to new insights and ideas and connections while you write. So the outline is a roadmap. It's not it's not set in stone that you have to go exactly, the way the outline goes. It's more of a roadmap to what you want to write. So be receptive to writing new things. And some more tips. Keep going. If you get writer's block or get stuck, why don't you just write a description of what's needed in the text? Highlight it and move on. They can always circle back to it and finish it. I say, circle back to it before finishing the first draft. So, you can circle back at any point and write the missing stuff. But you aren't really done with the first draft until you've circled back and written it. But many people have different methods. I say highlight it. Some people will put asterisks, things like that. Anything that lets you know that you need to fill in some missing text. And I write a description because sometimes writing a description actually gets the writing process started, and you find yourself just writing the text anyway. So this is one of my things overcoming writer's block. So if you still have written the description and still haven't written anything, just highlight it or whatever, put in asterisks, whatever, and move on. Keep going. The focus is to keep going. Limit editing. Now, I've already beaten editing with a dead horse, but basically You shouldn't be editing during the first draft. You should be writing during the first draft because that's the focus of the first draft. So whoops, should be a space there. So the focus is writing. It's not style, which is normal formatting, capitalization, things like that. Nor is it grammar, nor is it punctuation. So, but if you're one of those people that just has to edit, you know what? Set a time limit. Maybe you say you're going to write for an hour and then you're going to limit your editing to 10 minutes and only edit those 10 minutes. Then you got to keep moving on. Okay? So if you're going to edit, limit the editing. And then take a break. You can't keep going and going. You have to take a periodic break. I recommend writing for a focused 50 minutes, followed by a 10-minute break. So get up, move, meaning if you're writing, you're probably sitting down. So get up and move around. Don't, personally, I avoid opening the internet browser or things like that and remaining in place. I recommend getting up and moving around and then going back and sitting down. Just take a 10-minute break, not focusing on the writing. So that's it for this video. If you want to get, once again, notifications for the video series, please click subscribe. If you like the video or think others would like it, please hit like. And check out links to books and videos in the description. Thank you.